Ben Crenshaw, a two-time Masters champion and one of golf's most revered figures,
one in which I got to test out with two-time Masters champion Ben Crenshaw,
has always been a symbol of tradition and respect in the sport. But as he turns 72, Crenshaw has finally admitted something that the golfing world has long speculated. From his role in the controversial 1999 Ryder Cup to his outspoken views on the LIV Golf Tour, Crenshaw's candid revelations are shedding new light on the battles he's faced, both on and off the course. What has this golfing legend finally revealed, and how does it change our understanding of his storied legacy? This is just the tip of the iceberg. We've got some shocking revelations about other golfing legends lined up, but you'll only see them if you're subscribed. Ben Crenshaw, affectionately known as Gentle Ben, began his journey in the world of golf with a swing that combined grace, precision, and an unwavering respect for the traditions of the game. Born in Austin, Texas in 1952, Crenshaw quickly established himself as a prodigy, winning the Texas State Junior Championship 3 times before moving on to dominate the amateur scene. By the time he joined the PGA Tour in 1973, he was already regarded as one of the sport's brightest young stars. Crenshaw's early success was nothing short of remarkable. In his rookie year, he claimed his first PGA Tour victory at the San Antonio Open, showcasing a putting stroke that would become legendary. His calm demeanor on the course, coupled with his deep understanding of the game, earned him the nickname Gentle Ben. But beneath that calm exterior was a fierce competitor with an intense drive to win. His crowning achievements came at Augusta National, where he won the Masters tournament twice, in 1984 and 1995. The 1984 victory was particularly significant, as it solidified his place among the greats of the game. Crenshaw's emotional win in 1995, just days after the death of his mentor Harvey Penick, remains one of the most poignant moments in golf history. The image of Crenshaw weeping on the 18th green, overwhelmed by the emotion of the moment, is etched into the memories of golf fans worldwide. Crenshaw was more than just a talented golfer. He was a man deeply connected to the roots and values of the sport. His respect for golf's traditions and his role as a steward of the game made him a beloved figure, both on and off the course. However, as Crenshaw's career progressed, his dedication to these values would also lead him into some of the sport's most significant controversies. In 1999, Ben Crenshaw was chosen to captain the U.S. team for the Ryder Cup, a role that placed him at the center of one of golf's most memorable and contentious tournaments. The event, held at the Country Club in Brookline, Massachusetts, was marked by intense competition, but it was a controversy off the course that brought Crenshaw into the spotlight. As captain, Crenshaw found himself in the middle of a heated debate over player compensation. Some of the team's biggest names, including Tiger Woods and David Duval, raised concerns about how the substantial revenue generated by the Ryder Cup was being allocated. They argued that players, who brought in the crowds and the money, deserved a share of the profits. Crenshaw, a staunch traditionalist, strongly disagreed, emphasizing that representing one's country was an honor that should not be tainted by financial considerations. This disagreement created tension within the team and attracted significant media attention. Crenshaw's stance, while rooted in his deep respect for the game's traditions, was seen by some as out of touch with the modern realities of professional sports. The controversy cast a shadow over his captaincy, even as the U.S. team staged a remarkable comeback to win the Cup. In recent years, the golfing world has been shaken by the emergence of LIV Golf, a new tour backed by Saudi Arabia that has sought to challenge the dominance of established tours like the PGA. The launch of LIV Golf sparked a significant divide within the sport, with players, fans, and commentators debating its impact on the game's traditions and integrity. Among the vocal critics of LIV Golf is Ben Crenshaw, who has long been a guardian of golf's traditions. Crenshaw, now in his 70s, has expressed deep concerns about the direction in which LIV Golf is taking the sport. He worries that the lucrative contracts offered by LIV are tempting players away from the established tours, leading to a fragmentation that could undermine the cohesion and spirit that have defined professional golf for decades. For Crenshaw, golf is more than just a game. It's a tradition-rich sport with a storied history that must be preserved and respected. His criticism intensified around the 2023 Masters tournament, where players from LIV Golf were allowed to compete. Crenshaw feared that the inclusion of these players would overshadow the prestigious event, turning it into a media spectacle focused more on controversy than on the competition itself. He voiced concerns that the Masters, an event steeped in history and tradition, might be diminished by the ongoing divide within the sport. Crenshaw's stance reflects his deep-rooted belief in the values that have long defined golf: integrity, respect for the game, and the importance of tradition. While some view his perspective as a necessary defense of the sport's core principles, others argue that Crenshaw is resistant to change in an evolving landscape. Regardless, his criticism of LIV Golf underscores the broader debate about the future of the sport and what it means to uphold its traditions in the modern era. As Ben Crenshaw approached his 72nd birthday, he made a surprising admission that many in the golfing world had long suspected but never heard directly from the man himself. Known for his staunch defense of golf's traditions and his unwavering commitment to the sport's integrity, Crenshaw finally acknowledged the personal toll that these battles have taken on him over the years. In a candid interview, Crenshaw reflected on his decades-long career, admitting that his fierce commitment to preserving the game's traditions sometimes came at a cost. He confessed that the controversies he found himself embroiled in, particularly those surrounding the 1999 Ryder Cup, and his criticism of LIV Golf, weighed heavily on him. For Crenshaw, these were not just professional disagreements, they were deeply personal struggles tied to his identity and legacy within the sport. Crenshaw revealed that as he grew older, he became more aware of the changing landscape of golf and the challenges it posed to the values he held dear. While he has no regrets about the stances he took, Crenshaw admitted that, in hindsight, he might have approached certain situations differently. He acknowledged that the world of golf is evolving, and that this evolution, while difficult for him to fully embrace, is an inevitable part of the sport's growth. This admission was not a sign of weakness, but rather a reflection of Crenshaw's deep love for the game and his recognition that the sport he cherishes is not immune to change. In revealing these thoughts, Crenshaw offered a rare glimpse into the mind of a golfing legend who has spent his life fighting to uphold the values he believes in, even as he grapples with the realization that the future of golf may look very different from its past. This confession humanizes Crenshaw, showing that even the most steadfast champions of tradition must at times confront the inevitability of change. Ben Crenshaw's legacy is defined not just by his victories, but by his unwavering commitment to the traditions and integrity of golf. As a staunch traditionalist, Crenshaw has consistently championed the values that he believes make the sport special, even when it meant facing controversy. His career reflects a deep respect for golf's history and a desire to preserve its core principles. While some may view his resistance to change as outdated, Crenshaw's steadfastness serves as a reminder of the importance of tradition in an ever-evolving sport, leaving a lasting impact on the game he loves. Ben Crenshaw's career is a testament to the power of tradition and the complexities of upholding it in a changing world. From his early triumphs to his controversial stances on issues like the 1999 Ryder Cup and LIV Golf, Crenshaw has remained a guardian of golf's core values. As he enters his 70s, his recent admission adds depth to his legacy, highlighting the personal challenges of standing firm in one's beliefs. Crenshaw's story invites reflection on the balance between honoring tradition and embracing change in a sport that continues to evolve. What do you think of Crenshaw's legacy?